Hello and welcome. It's coming up to the end of July. Although this year has been problematic in certain areas, sunflowers, sweet peas, courgettes, squash, etc. My staples, onions and potatoes, seem to be doing okay. So this week we're going to be digging up, hopefully, digging up some potatoes. Wander down the plot, show you the current potato situation. Okay, let's wander down the plot then. First thing we're going to see is the area where my first early potatoes were. So just in this area here, I dug them all up last week. Here's a photo of the results. So not too bad, not too bad. They were foremost first early potatoes. I've got one here, got one here. To dig over today. And there's one we've missed. So foremost first early potatoes. Decent enough, decent enough. Sowed them in April. So they were in the ground 12 weeks. Come over here. Our main crop of potatoes, Pentland Dell, put in the ground in May. I've got a few weeks left yet and they're in flower. I've got another set of main crop potatoes over here. Let's go this way. King Edward and Maris Piper. Some are further on than others, but still a couple of weeks left for those till they're ready. So I'm not going to dig them up. I'm not going to dig up my Pentland Dell. I've already dug up my first early. So what are we going to dig up this week? We're going to be digging up bonus potatoes. So potatoes that maybe I've left in the ground from prior years, accidentally or deliberately. I know where they are. Hopefully, might be a bit of a treasure hunt, but we're going to try and find some bonus potatoes, dig them up and see what we've got. The first candidate is just over here. Right near some of my only surviving sweet peas. We've got some bonus potatoes sprung up there, quite near the onions. In fact, I might have to take that onion. So let's get digging those up, see what they're like. First of all, get this onion off. Red electric. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Right, let's dig these up. Few with green bits or with holes in them, but you know, got a fair few decent potatoes there. What variety they are, who knows, does it matter? Right, we're going to move 4 beds down now to the next area. Am I in shot? To the next area where I think there's some more bonus potatoes. Right, here we go then. 4 beds down. That's my onions, they're doing alright, And the one remaining pumpkin plant I have left with pumpkins. So, pumpkins not an absolute complete disaster, but almost. Here we are. Down here we have sown some sweet or turnip, I can't remember. Next area of potential bonus potatoes, and magically a spade has appeared. Feeling confident now after that last success. So there was one there. Let's start here. You can see a couple on the top, green, so no good. We're already winning. We are already winning. I'll get on and dig these up. Let you watch that. Talk about it in a minute. So we'll leave this area past the parsnips. Where next? For our site of possible bonus potatoes. We'll wander onto the new plot. Past the tomatoes. This area where I had my main crop of potatoes last year, which weren't particularly successful, so let's see what's underground here. So far, a pile of good potatoes. It's bigger than my pile of bad potatoes. I want to say bad potatoes, they're either green, got holes in, they've been chopped into by clumsy digging. So, all good there. I can see why the potatoes were a success on the new plot last year, and even digging up the bonus potatoes. The state of that soil over there. Anyway, what am I going to do with these bad potatoes? Well, last year, all the bad potatoes, rotten holes, chopped into whatever, just not good to take home. Put them in various locations. The first locations are here, either side of me here, one where the fork is, one where the spade is. Just dug a hole, put all my bad potatoes in there, maybe 20, 30, 40 potatoes, kept topping it up with potatoes, and then when it came to like November, December time, I think I covered them over with soil. Just left them. Let's see what happens when you deliberately leave old and bad potatoes, put them in the ground, and then wait. Let's see. So if these are the bonus potatoes that occur naturally, if you like, just cropping up where they've been left, these are the potatoes that I put in a pit, all grouped together. As you can see, right, there's one exception which is big. Unfortunately, I put a fork right through that, so that has to go on the reject pile. Anyway, look, there might be a different variety of potatoes, because varieties get lost over time. But noticeably smaller. Maybe piling them all on top of each other isn't a good idea. But if we go over to the new plot where my potatoes, a lot of which failed last year. So in this area, we've just dug up some bonus potatoes. I had main crop potatoes, and a lot were rotten or been eaten. So I had a lot of reject potatoes there. I put them at the back, not in a pit, like vertically all crushed on top of each other. They were more in a long line, more of a trench. So we're almost having a plateau by stealth here, aren't we? You don't begrudge me a raspberry, do you? Plenty of raspberries still to go here. Anyway, down here to the back end of the allotment, it's got dark all of a sense of unease around this area for reasons. Anyway, so this is where I put my reject potatoes in a couple of long trenches along there. As we can see, some definite foliage above the ground. So chances are we'll get some good potatoes there. We'll dig them up. I'm gonna be careful digging these up. I'm gonna be a bit cautious. So, dug up the last of the bonus potatoes. There's a couple of different things happened here. Let's have a look. So the first variety, which is at one end, there's some good ones, some bad ones. You know, 4, 5 or 6 there. Can't remember what variety they are. Probably must have mixed that with a spade. I can't remember what variety they are. And we get on to the other variety. Much more success there. Look, there are some. Ugh, that one's horrible. Look, that is the potato that was put in the ground last year, so I'm not sure you can count that as a discard because that's what it's all growing from. It's like the same here. Look, it's got the growth from it, so it's like I don't think you can count them as rejects. They're what grew the rest of the potatoes. But look at those. Look at those. I'll have to go through some really decent sized ones. There's probably more here than actually grew first time around, because like I say, it was a disaster on the new plot last year for potatoes. So all is good there. Right, so what's the conclusion to all that then? You can get potatoes from bonus potatoes that have been left in the ground and they grow. You can also get potatoes from chopped in half ones or ones that have been eaten. Ones that are no good, put them in a trench rather than a pit, and you can spread them out a little bit. So you can, whether you should or not is another matter. So you're supposed to buy seed potatoes to plant, aren't you, because they're disease free, etc. So none of the potatoes that I put back into the ground had any sort of diseases to them. They've just gone a bit rotten because of the wetness or being eaten by worms. So just viewer discretion is advised. But if I hadn't have left those bonus potatoes sprouting, or I hadn't put my rejects in a trench, I wouldn't have these potatoes, and I have. So one more, it's got a hole, I'll be picky, that's a reject. Right, I think that's it for this week. Thanks for watching, click subscribe, send me a comment. See you next time, cheers.